All right, it says that we are live. What's up, Miss? I think is it Tisha? Thanks for joining.
Thanks for joining,
All
Tisha.
right. Yeah. So we a couple minutes behind, y'all.
Just
Please
a couple.
forgive us.
Just a couple.
Kim had to run out and try to search for some rice cakes.
Did you just put me on blast like that? Don't tell all my business.
Rice cakes, though. Like, rice cakes?
They good.
Hey, who out there enjoys rice cakes like Kim does?
But
Here,
these,
let me
it's
go
called
live.
rice rolls, sir.
Right, let me go live on Instagram. They didn't hear. We got to rewind the rice rolls. Is that what they're called?
Yes, rice rolls, not the cakes, rolls.
What's the difference?
They have a slightly sweet taste to it. Reminds you of cereal.
It remind you of cereal?
To me, it do.
Okay. All
like
right.
on the side of Sugar Smacks.
Oh, it's like that.
Kind of like that.
It's healthy though.
Yeah.
So, okay. Rice rolls.
Rice rolls. I didn't have any. I said, well, when you going to get them back?
Oh, yeah? You came back empty-handed.
Yes. I was not happy.
He was like, I give up. I'll just order them
Let's
online.
go order them online.
Well, I said, well, you're not giving up then, Kim. You still going to get them.
Well, I'm going to get them, but
It's
I have to wait.
You got to go a different route to get them. But you got to wait.
I
That's
have to
fine.
wait.
Patience.
I don't want to wait. The one thing that I can crave and have, I'm going to get it.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. I feel you.
Yes.
Yeah. So I was just I tried to go live on my personal page real quick before we jumped on, right?
Okay.
And it was acting up. So I just pulled it up just now. And like it's still acting up. I was about to say if it was to like work, I would go live real quick on my personal page. You know what I mean? Like why not, right? Just
not?
let people know we here.
Why not?
But it's still acting up, Kim. It's always something, right?
It's always something.
But we keep it moving regardless. It is.
But
what
we
it
don't
is.
quit.
Quit for what? That's right.
Quit for huh?
Quit for
Quit for
what?
who? Quit for what?
That's it. I like that. Say that. Quit for what? Quit
Yeah.
For what? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
You remember that song? I forget how it went. But anyway, it reminded me of a song. It was a rap song back in the day.
Okay.
Jigga what? Jigga
Right,
That's what it was.
yeah,
That's what it was.
yeah.
See, it came to me. It came to me. All right. You ready, Kim? Or you what?
I'm ready.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got some cards?
I think I was able to muster up a few.
Muster them up?
Yes.
Okay, that's what's up.
I think we got a few,
got a
few
few.
to choose from.
All right. Brian 949, thanks for joining on TikTok.
Hey.
All right, you ready to get it going?
Let's get it.
All right, y'all. What's up, people? Welcome to Quit For What. I'm your host, Ramon Jamal.
And I'm Kim B.
Kim B is in the building, y'all. So,
Yes.
yeah. We are here, y'all.
Spirit fingers.
Spirit fingers. All right, now we can get sued. You spirit fingers, those are that's my thing. Nah. But yeah, y'all, we in the building. And, if this is your first time joining us, right? This is Quit For What, the Hangout, where we jump on, we have good conversations about pursuing passions, right? And not giving up. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So we here to motivate, educate, and inspire, not just to our viewers, to inspire each other, to inspire ourselves.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm talking about? Because, the things that we talk about applies to us as well. We can utilize this information.
Absolutely.
We not over here like we know everything.
We don't, because we Google.
That's it.
Well, we don't know.
We Google, we chat GPT.
Yeah, yes.
We use the tools that are available.
That is so it's interesting that you said that. How many people actually utilize the tools that they have in front of them? So that's why one of my pet peeves is when people say, I don't know how to.
Right.
Oh, that burns me up.
Yeah.
Because what do you mean? We have everything that you could need in front of you to show you how to do it. And worst case scenario, if you don't know and you can't find the information, what do? What's that famous saying back in the day?
If you don't know, you better ask somebody. I don't know.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
Same thing.
So you don't open your mouth. You know what I'm saying? So open your mouth. Say something.
Say something. It's all good. You know what I mean?
Only one way to find out.
Yeah. What's the other one is there's no stupid questions or you know what I mean, like all that.
Yeah.
Stuff, If you don't know something, you don't know it. And if somebody shames you for not knowing, shame on them.
Shame on them. Yes.
Know what I mean? So
because
you know,
they could have just took the time and say, you know what? Let me give you this information. How
Right.
hard was that?
right, easy peasy. So just like right now, I didn't get to check Facebook to make sure everything sound good, so I'm gonna do that. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just see, I heard myself say easy peasy.
I heard it
so
too.
we good. You know what I mean? That's
Way
it.
over there.
All right, y'all. So again, we here to motivate, educate, and inspire. I see we got LaRonda.
Hey,
Thanks for joining.
LaRonda.
It's been a minute, LaRonda.
Yes.
And that was I was just on my Facebook there, and I was able to see LaRonda jumped on. So I'm not seeing over here on the stream,
Yeah, I don't see
Just
anything
yet.
there.
but you know, it said that she was on.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe it's
okay.
just kind of taking a second.
Yeah, it's all
or two.
good. Little delay.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kim, you know, we usually, you know, check in. How's it been? How you going? How you doing? How are things going?
It's going
With you.
great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And no complaints here.
There you go.
It was a beautiful day today.
Yeah.
I woke up and I heard the birds singing.
That's it.
That's all I needed.
That's it. That's the best part
Yeah.
of waking up is waking up.
And I didn't need Folgers in my cup.
I know that's right. Hey, you know what? You made me think about something. There was a time where like these birds was going hammer outside of my window. I forget what I said, but I said something. I posted it on Facebook, but they was just whole conversation. I'm like, man, I'm trying to sleep.
Yes. Oh, no. You know what?
Huh?
I remember getting woke. I was woke up
Uh-huh.
or waking up
Uh-huh.
by the squirrels
The squirrels.
running across the roof.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom. Like, what is going? I don't understand. What can two squirrels do up there to make that much
Hey,
noise?
They fighting over
They
something.
was going at it.
Right. All right. So everything's good with you. Nothing,
Yep.
nothing you want to
What-
mention to the people? Huh?
Not today. I did have an update, but then that update went out the window. So,
Yeah.
you know, we're going to try it again next week.
There you go. As long as you don't quit.
Absolutely not.
That's
I didn't
it.
come too far.
That's it. That's it.
No
Yeah.
turning back now.
No turning back. No turning back. All right. Yeah. LaRonda made it.
Yay, LaRonda.
Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. So Kim.
What about you?
Oh, you already know. I just I've been focused on my fish.
Downsizing some more?
I kind of, you know, like I said, I got a bigger tank, but I was able to take 2 tanks down. So that's my downsize.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a bigger tank. So, you know, I guess you could look at it. You know what I mean?
So, the last time I talked to you, you were at the fish store.
Yeah.
So what new fish did you get? You
All right.
want to share? with
Okay,
us?
so I got what's called a Dracula pleco.
Mm-hmm.
It's all black with white polka dots. Guess what I named him?
Polka dot?
Oh, come on, Kim.
I don't know.
Anybody out there, if you guess he's all black with white polka dots, right? I'm gonna give you a hint, right? So think about us growing up as 90s kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you think about black with white polka dots. Is there somebody that comes to mind that was famous?
The Cookie Monster? No, I mean, I didn't mean to say the one guy with the exclamation mark.
She said the Cookie Monster.
I didn't mean to say so. I didn't mean to say the Cookie Monster.
What you about to say, Hamburglar?
Or something like that, but wasn't it one of them had a question mark on him all the time?
I don't know. Okay, let's do this. He was a rapper.
Come on, LaRonda. I know you got the answer.
He was a rapper.
Oh.
You don't know. All right, I'm just gonna tell y'all. I named him Kwame. You remember Kwame with the polka dots? The one rapper, he had like the slope haircut with the dye in it, and then he had all the polka dots with the black. He
I
used to
don't
always wear
remember
polka
the
dots.
polka dots.
All right, anyway. Well, anyway, I named my Dracula pleco Kwame, and then I bought 6. They're called rose line sharks. So pretty cool.
So what does a rose line do?
It's like they're like schooling fish. So I got 6 of
okay,
them. So they
okay.
you see them going
So they be
back and
going to
forth
school
together
all day.
in a group. Yep. Rolling together, making sure everybody good. You know what I'm
Hey,
talking about?
That's how I be.
Yeah.
No man left behind.
Listen, so you got the big fish, you got the little fish. If you little fish, you need to hang with the group.
Right.
Because the big fish, you know
They
what I
might
mean?
get you. You gotta team up.
That's it. That's it. I know we can apply this to business in some kind of way.
It is. Well, no, because you're educating about the fish and different what they do.
Yeah.
Because think about it. I never knew that's why they traveled together. I just all thought that they, yeah.
I ain't saying that's truly
know.
why, but it's just a schooling fish.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, y'all. All right. So look, I do have some points today, Kim,
All right.
that I want to touch on. And you got some cards over there,
I
right?
do. I got a few. I got a few.
You
got
do.
a few.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we didn't we were dating where we left off in the quote book, and we didn't do that last time. So I would have to look to see where we left off. But I got these points.
Okay,
So
let's
I think
do it. The point.
You want to? Okay, let's get to this.
Let's just get in it.
This conversation, because this is something I believe we may have talked about on previous episodes, but it's something that I think about a lot. Right? I think about this a lot, and the title of this is humility, confidence, and arrogance in business.
Yes.
Huh?
Oh, big points.
Yeah.
Right there.
Right. So being humble. Sometimes some people be like, yeah, I'm not gonna be humble. What I'm gonna be humble for, or whatever, right? But I say, you can be humble, but you can be confident at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Confident, but not arrogant.
Right.
I think there's
there's a difference.
a difference.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what's the issue with being humble, right? So, in business you can be successful, in many ways, right? But there are individuals who allows that to go to their heads, and in business you can lose customers or supporters or whatever, right?
Yep.
So that's what I want to talk about today.
Well, let's get it.
On today.
Let's get it. Let's do it.
All right. So the first part of this is humility versus arrogance, right? And confidence, right? So the first one is confidence is, the definition that was stated here is knowing your value and abilities without needing to boast, right?
Yeah.
So knowing your value and abilities without needing to boast. All right. So there's nothing wrong with knowing that you're good at something.
Right.
Right. There's nothing wrong with knowing that you have a great product, but if we look at it in a different way, so what could I say that could come off as arrogant when I can say, hey, I'm good at this and I have a great product, or I'm great at this and I have a great product or service? What could I say that would come off as boasting or arrogant?
My product is the best you ever gonna find.
Yeah.
You don't want to buy that, you want to buy that one.
Good examples, I would say. How about y'all? What y'all think, right?
Yes.
And it's like, I don't know. This is just me. It is what it is. Somebody think differently. They want to state their opinion. It is what it is. But to say like I'm the best, I think in certain situations, people need to do that to like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think of like a boxer or something. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta like, but like you said, I don't think like saying like I'm the best at this or I'm the best at that, or don't go to him because I'm the best, or whatever it is. Or
I think if you change it, like if you said something like I'm really good at what I do, I've been if you give a person a piece of, I've been in the game for about 15, 20 years, so I've been doing this for a long time, that's going to give them the confidence to say, okay, yeah, he know what he's talking about, versus like, yeah, all you said to me was that you were the best.
Right.
Nothing came with it. You didn't elaborate on why you're the best. So I think that makes a difference too, the approach.
Yeah, the way that you say it, the way that you put it. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
yeah. So, all right.
Agreed.
All right. We just throwing stuff out here, y'all. You know what I mean? All right. Let's see. LaRonda made a comment here. All right. This is LaRonda said, my product is better than this person's product. Why you buying that? Right. That's the wrong way. That's the wrong way to go about it. You know what I mean? So
Why you buying that part?
That's the wrong way to go about it.
Yeah.
You know, again, it's like I said, nothing wrong with saying like, listen, you know, I have a great product. You know, I don't get, you know, many complaints. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Basically, I've had no complaints if that's the truth about it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
And even if you have something like maybe you might have some comments to share, you know how like you see some people, they have a product, but they also put in remarks from clients or
testimonials.
Testimonials. And you really don't even have to say nothing.
Speaks for itself.
It speaks for itself. That's the confidence that I'm talking about. Your product
speaks for itself. It speaks
what
for
can
itself.
I say? What can I say? Hey, try it out for yourself.
That's it.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you a little freebie.
Little
Go
sample.
ahead. This is to show you why I'm the best.
Right.
Because you gave them something to show them, you know, this is why.
And not putting it in a way that's coming off as being arrogant,
right?
In a sense,
right?
Okay, all right. So now here we go. We talked about arrogance, but this is the definition that was stated about arrogance is overestimating your worth and dismissing others' contributions. Right?
Oh yeah.
Overestimating your worth and dismissing others' contributions. Right?
Right.
So thinking of that is like anything that's good or great, it took more than one person to make that happen.
Absolutely.
You know, I would say that there's no single person living who could say like I did everything to this day on my own. Because how did you learn how to do that?
Right.
Right. There was somebody that you watched or somebody that, you know, wrote a book that you read, or it had to be a way that you learned. You did the research like we was talking about in the beginning. So somebody helped you in a sense, you know what I mean? Even if it was just reading or Googling or watching video.
Right.
You know, so to come off as arrogance is
nobody showed me.
Right. Dismissing others' contributions, right? And overestimating your worth. I would say there's always going to be somebody that's better.
Right.
You know, but I mean, we don't let that like stop us from doing our thing, but just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Even, you know, if this person may not have a light on them as big as yours, it's still probably somebody that's, you know what I mean?
Right.
Pretty sure there's somebody out there that's better than LeBron. He might not have, you know, got on like Brown, but he probably, you know what I'm saying? So there's always somebody. If they're not better right now, they might be better in a month or two or the following year, or just as good, or you know what I mean? So so to come off as you are just the best of, you know, I don't think that's a good look.
Yeah, no.
Right. I'm just, you know, it's just something that, you know.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, even when you give, and it's okay to give people their where credit is due, because they probably work just as hard as you did working for you or working to help you get to where you are. I don't care if they lent you 50 cents. That was 50 cents going toward to helping you become the person that you are. So yes, I'm going to give my props to the person that whoever, even if it was a word of encouragement, if that's what it took to help me get to where I needed to go, they deserve that.
So basically, y'all, don't let it go to your head, you know. All right.
Because when it get big like this, can't nobody tell you nothing.
Right. So again, y'all, this is, you know, this conversation is, you know, just something that I think about, because, you know, I do my best to be humble. And if somebody sees different, like, let me know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I don't think that there's anything wrong with being humble.
No.
Right. Again, you can say that you're pretty good at this, that, the other, but it's just the way you put it. All right.
Made me think of that.
What's that?
Kendrick Lamar song, "Be Humble."
I said I am.
Yes.
I think that's what he said, right? Or something like that. All right. So the next one, the definition that's stated is humility, right?
Mm-hmm.
Involves recognizing and valuing others' skills and input.
Mm-hmm.
Just like we said, right?
Yep.
Input could be anything. Like you said, 50
Mm-hmm.
cent. Like you put in something, right?
Right.
The skills that other people possess, that
Mm-hmm.
the way that you learned,
Right.
Somebody that was taught
Right. Taught you.
or
Exactly.
you was able to watch it or read it or
Mm-hmm.
whatever it may be.
Right.
Right. So recognizing those things, right? I always talk about YouTube University.
Yep. You got it.
Right.
I was on there this morning and last night trying to learn something new.
That's it. That's it, y'all. So
Yep.
okay.
I think
Mhm.
people, if I don't know. I guess sometimes, I think if people were, if it was more of a taught thing, I don't know if I want to say taught, but
Mhm.
sometimes it depends on, I think the how people become that way is, it could be a number of things, like
Mhm.
things that they've gone through that may make them get to a place where they just feel like they got to make themselves bigger than what
They really are.
Mhm.
Mhm.
because they're making up for something that they lacked
Okay.
before. So now that they got it, they feel like, oh yeah, I'm the best of the best. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But it's like, okay, you might be the best of the best, but there is other people that are the best of the best. You're not the only one. What is it about you that's the best of the best? But when you can't answer that question,
Yeah, I feel you. Like you were saying, things that cause them to be that way, but at the same time, how about if you recognize that, that you're losing customers, or somebody done told you, like, bro, like,
right?
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. And that it's taking good advice,
Right.
or
and ta-
humble enough to,
right. If you're not, then to take signs and adjust,
Mhm.
right? To humble yourself, and
Right.
like I said, if anybody,
And that's a learned thing too. If you don't know
Right.
how to take constructive criticism, that's one thing I've noticed, especially with training people. It's not always about trying to tell someone what to do just because of an authority.
Mhm.
It's more or less, if you got the right people that are doing the right thing, it's not about an authority thing. It's about, okay, this is how they have it mapped out. This is how it's supposed to be done. Here's some different ways to get to that place,
Mhm.
and it's being able to accept it. I used to go to people for constructive criticism, feedback, because I had to learn how to accept that and adjust to that, because it's not like they're trying to run you, but they're trying to give you some critical information that's going to help you along the way. It's really an individual thing if you choose to take what they're giving to you, or some people are just so out there that they don't want to hear nothing you got to say.
Right.
But then when it all falls down, it's, I wish I would have known. I wish somebody would have told me. Well, you probably had a few people that tried to tell you.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, be humble enough to accept when
Yeah.
somebody telling you, like, bro, like, you,
Mhm.
you coming across as, arrogant or whatever it may be. And we got Taylor Laws in the building.
Hey, Taylor.
She said, some things are divinely inspired just for you. And then she said, but what's the topic for today? So yeah, we're talking about, humility, confidence, and arrogance in business, right? So yeah, right? So is it okay
Right.
to be a certain way, when dealing in business? And, we experience
Right.
people being arrogant, or, it's nothing wrong with being confident, but, be
Right.
humble, right? So you got people
Right.
that's like, yo, I'm not even going to use the word humble. I'm not talking about, me being humble, what I got to be humble for. Right. So that's the gist of it. Taylor, you dig? So let me see. LaRonda has another comment here. She said, humility is the quality that God approves of. It's a gift that we recognize as being one Jesus Christ had, right? So for sure, right?
Right.
So when we talk about, getting into scriptural basis of things, humility, you gotta be humble, right? In touching on that, the scriptures that says disown yourself. Now you really gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like to be able to do that, take that guidance, take that advice to better yourself.
It made me think about Canaan, and I was just reading, just not really diving too deep into it.
Right.
It just made me think about, the jealousy, and, when people just unnecessarily, you didn't have to be jealous of your brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You would have had everything.
Yeah.
But people allow that, and it takes them over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of like what Taylor said. Some things are divinely inspired just for you.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. So now we're going to go into the actual topics of benefits of humility in business. All right. So the first one, it says builds trust, right? Customers and employees are more likely to trust and respect humble leaders.
I agree.
Right? Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that we've all dealt with somebody who just thought that they were, what they say, mightier than thou.
Right.
Within the workplace, right?
Yeah.
Could be, a supervisor, but sometimes be a workmate. That goes above and beyond what they're there to do, or the title,
Right.
And it's just not a good environment to work in. It creates conflict.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because again, like we talked earlier, there's a way to preface, or there's a way to say things to people.
Right.
Like scripturally, sprinkle with salt, like, come on. Like,
right.
So there's ways to address certain things. Right.
Right.
So if you got a supervisor or a boss that knows how to lightly, speak to you about something that you need to do or something you didn't do, you're going to take that more so than somebody like coming at you. You know what I mean? Like, do you need this job?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. I remember there was I'm not going to say any names or anything like that, but one company I worked for, and this guy, it really wasn't even, I can't remember if he was a supervisor or not, but so, you have to adhere to the rules, and on the workplace. So there was a dress code issue.
Right.
And the young lady had on a little jean skirt or whatnot. It wasn't that bad, but he took it upon himself to try to correct, or make corrective action, and it just went left. But because of his arrogance, thinking that was okay, it created a whole nother situation. Now you have a whole nother situation on your hand, and now it's going to the big boss's office. Now I done got the corporate because of what you said and how you said it. If your approach would have been different and would have said, let me, or even if he'd have took the approach and brought a female supervisor in, let them address that, because there's so many things going on in the workforce that you could say the wrong thing and then it turns into something else, and maybe that's not what you meant. But this individual was such a cocky person, or that's the word I wanted to use. And nothing you could have said to him would have stopped that.
Yeah.
It was just because they felt the authority and wanted to throw the authority around, but then it caused a whole nother problem to arise out of that.
Right. So again, y'all, these scenarios, these topics, because we're here and we're talking about, for the most part, people who are passionate about something, right? A business or a service. So that means that they're trying to start something, right? Or they have something going. So it's like, okay, let's talk about how you should be and how you shouldn't be when you are representing your company or service or whatever it may be, right? Because I think, like you said earlier, some people feel that they need to be a certain way in order to be successful, in order to succeed, right? And I don't know. I don't agree with that. I just don't, right? You hear about people talking about being a shark or whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't think you really gotta be that way in order to like get ahead or be successful.
I felt the same way. And this is just from experience. I worked for a collection company.
You worked or you
worked?
Okay.
Eons ago.
Right.
And I had to sit there, you know, when you go, especially for call centers, you got to sit there and listen to calls and stuff like that. I mean, these people were, they were like bulldogs out here. Like they were saying any and everything to customers, and you know, just to collect the money. But when I got on the phone, I had tried a different approach because I'm not like that.
Right.
Because the first thing I thought about was, dang, she could have been talking to me.
Yeah.
You know, and would that make me want to pay a bill? No.
Right. It might work for some
but
people.
It worked. But what my approach that I did, I talked to them as if they were just somebody sitting next to me. Yeah. It was unnecessary approaches. And it worked.
That's it.
You know, I got my sales. I did what I needed to do. You know, but that has never been me. And I just think that those type of approaches, yeah, you wonder why people ain't trying to pay the bill because you're talking to them crazy. But if you have compassion and you understand, you know, that everybody's going through something, let me see how we can set something up to work this out.
Right.
And that's all it took.
There you go.
Okay.
There it is. That's it. The way you did it, the way you said it, the way you put it. That's it. All right, y'all. So we still on benefits of humility in business, right? So the next one, it says encourages collaboration. Humble leaders create environments where teamwork thrives, right? So again, you know, if you have somebody that's the head of, you know, organization or whatever it is, and they're like, every time they come around, it gets tense, and tight. Like, don't nobody want to, you know, do anything, you know, to encourage collaboration within an environment like that. You know what I'm saying? So again, this is saying somebody who's humble and, you know, encourages their employees to collaborate, and it's okay to think outside the box, and it's okay to approach me with different ideas, new ideas. It's going to be better for you, right? Because if you have this unapproachable personality, it could be somebody thinking of something that could take your business to the next level. Right. But guess what? You got a bad attitude, bad personality. So they not going to come to you with that. Right. You know? So, yeah.
And then, too, sometimes, you know, learning people's personality helps, too.
Yeah.
Because not everybody's going to talk like me and you. Their delivery is going to be different, but that doesn't make them cocky. It's how this might be their normal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing people have to get out of their heads. And I do it too sometimes. Like, I don't know what that person's problem is. They didn't really have a problem. That's just how they are. You know, and that's just learning people, period.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, be open to that. If not, you're gonna and that's it. That's all you get.
That's it.
You know?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I feel it. And that's a good point. You know what I'm saying? You do have to get to know individuals. And really, you know, give them some time to really see where they coming from.
Right.
This ain't no like out the gate.
Right.
But hey, look, sometimes it is out the gate. Sometimes you just know, like, wow, this dude like just came at me crazy.
Right.
But you know, there's times where, you know, you kind of gotta like, but you know when it is. You know you gotta fill it out. Like, okay, you know, blah blah.
Like I'm gonna keep watching
right.
a little bit. See how this go.
Yeah.
You know?
So yeah. So keep that in mind as well. That's a good point, Kim.
Yeah.
I like that. All right. So the next one under benefits of humility in business is promotes learning. Okay. Humility opens the door to learning from others and improving continuously.
Yep.
Right. So yeah, again, if you think about, promotes learning, it's like if you are an arrogant, leader in your organization or company or whatever, if you have a service and you're not approachable. People don't want to approach you to see about learning from you, ask you a question to try to, find something out that could benefit them, right? Then in turn could benefit your business or service.
Right. Absolutely.
Right? So again, it says it promotes learning. So that's what I see, right? You would be unapproachable. Yeah.
Yeah. When you said that, it made me think of just other scenarios, but sometimes a person, if I come into a room and I see you and there may be like several other people there and I need some assistance with something, but sometimes your look, if we're not paying attention, you can look a certain way and still be unapproachable.
Yeah.
You may not be that type of person, but those is a factor that plays in that as well.
Yeah.
If you look unapproachable, they really not going to say nothing.
But look, there are individuals who can't help, you know what I'm saying, looking unapproachable. I can say that, but again, I think that goes back to what you said about giving people the benefit of the doubt, right? Giving them, you know what I mean? I think, but again, that can be a barrier to somebody approaching somebody in a sense, you know what I mean? But hey.
But it still plays a factor in it though, because if somebody walked in a room and there's several people, but I'm the only one that looked up, I should, it helps to give a kind gesture, even if it's a smile. You couldn't say nothing right away, but that makes them feel more comfortable about, hey, do you mind if I, but if I ain't going to, I'll just wait till they get done.
Right. All right. We got another comment from LaRonda here. All right. LaRonda said, humility helps you to recognize you're not a know-it-all. You remain, you remain to be teachable. Right?
Yes.
That's it. Yeah.
And that's what someone told anytime I get anything, they always ask, "Are you teachable?"
Yeah. You got to be humble to be
Are
teachable.
you teachable? If you're teachable, we will get along great.
You good. That's it.
Yep.
For sure. All right, y'all, let's go to confidence in business, right? Like I said earlier, I mean, for me, I feel like, it's okay I think confidence is definitely needed.
Yes.
But there's a line between confidence and arrogance. You know what I'm saying? So you could be humble, but be confident at the same time.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
When you're approached by someone and they ask you, well, can you tell me what this is? You want to know it. You want to be able to, what's the word I'm looking for, to be able to be confident in how you tell them about the product or
Right.
whatever it is that they're asking you about. You want to expel it from you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that people they know that you know what you're talking about without actually having to look it up.
Right.
Sound like it.
Right.
Even if you don't.
Right.
No, but that does make a difference, and that's just being confident. It doesn't make you cocky.
Right.
It's just being confident that you know what you're talking about.
Right. And that's okay.
Yep.
That's okay. All right. So here we go. Confidence in business. It says, like you were talking, inspires assurance, right? Confident leaders instill confidence in their team and customers, right? So just like you said, right? If you have a product or whatever, if you're confident about it, that's going to convey to your customers, and they're like, oh, okay, this dude, like, you know. But again, there's a way to relay that.
Yeah.
So
made me think about my leasing days.
Oh, really?
Because you had to be confident.
Right.
Because when somebody walked in and they tell you they're looking for a 2-bedroom apartment, you need to know your stuff.
There you go.
So I always start with a simple conversation, and then I just go for it now. But no, I try to make it comfortable.
Yeah.
as we're talking about with their needs and their wants and stuff like that.
Right.
And that's important. That's how I like to be approached. I'm gonna treat people how I want to be treated.
There you go. There you
That's
go.
how it should be.
Right. Confident, not arrogant.
Exactly.
It's a difference.
I know
There's a
my
difference.
stuff.
There you go. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right, let's see here. So let's say, so it says confident leaders instill confidence in their team and customers. So yeah, if you have a team, if you're confident, as the head of the organization or whatever it is, then yeah, your team will be confident that, we gonna get this done. We're gonna make it happen.
Right.
We're gonna be all right.
Yep.
And
that's what you need. That help
yeah.
build you up.
Yeah.
I'd be crazy if I didn't have a team to help. We going together. We about to do it. Yes.
That's it. All right. So the next one is it drives decisions. Okay. All right. Confidence enables decisive and effective decision making. Right.
True.
So thinking about that is, being confident in like you said, knowing first that what you want and what you're good at and all those things, right? And then making a decision. If you're confident in your skills or whatever it is, when you make that decision, then you made the best decision for you. Right. I would even say too, if I don't know the best way to make a decision on whatever it is, be confident to say, hey, listen, let me get back to you. Right. I need to do a little research, but let me get back to you. And you can say that in a confident way.
Right.
In order to get back to that person or whatever it is.
Right. Exactly.
Does that make sense?
No. Yeah, no. That's they do the same thing. Like, what do people if you're working, you're on a job and you're on the phone with a customer and they ask you something you don't know the answer.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Right. Let me check that out. Let me get back to you.
Let me get back to you. You can, or take the information, place them on hold. Give me. I'm not exactly sure, but I can get you an answer.
Right, but don't get the mumbling.
Yeah.
And all that. Right.
Yeah. Yep.
But that falls back into the humble part.
Yeah.
You got to be humble enough to know that you don't know and to go get.
And it's okay.
The information.
That's the thing. If you tell them, you know what, I don't have the answer in front of me, but if you give me just a moment, I can get that answer for you.
Right.
Boom.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll hold.
Yeah. And you're confident that you can get that answer.
Yes.
So there's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm going to the boss. Some things you can't Google.
All right, y'all. So listen, I see we got some more people that joined us here on TikTok. Thank y'all for joining. This is Quit for What the Hangout. We're here to motivate, educate, and inspire not just you, but ourselves. You know what I mean? So today we're talking about, confidence versus arrogance and humility and being humble when it comes to, being the head of a business or, whatever it is that you're passionate about, that you're trying to, put out there or that you already have, going. So,
yep.
All right. Yep. So let's go on to the next thing here. And it says exudes positivity. Confidence attracts customers and partners who seek reliable collaborations or collaborators. Reliable collaborators, right?
Right.
So let me read it again. Confidence attracts customers and partners who seek reliable collaborators. Let's think about that, right? So I guess if I was looking for somebody to collaborate with or partner in a sense, and if they're arrogant or come across as being arrogant, if I can sense that that's the way that they are, then why would I think that I can partner with this person? Because if you think about it, it's like I might not be able to have any type of input. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not gonna go well. Because like you said earlier, you got to be humble enough to listen, to be teachable, because everybody don't know everything. So we would have to really be bouncing off each other.
Right.
And you know what I mean? So I wouldn't want to, I wouldn't want to collaborate with anyone who seems to be that way.
Right.
Right. You got anything to say
I
about
agree.
that?
Me neither.
Right.
That's a no for me.
Right. So being humble can make it to where you can have more people that want to deal with you, want to work with you.
Right.
You know?
But if you think about it, and in fact, you give an example, think about like a lot of these I'll just use talk shows.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a team effort. Did you ever notice when you watch a talk show and sometimes they do give shout outs to people who help put things together, who, you know, if it wasn't for this person, you know, I would never be on time. Or if it wasn't for this person, you know, we wouldn't be able to get this person on the show because they're the ones that make all the calls or they're bringing them in. And, you know, that's what makes the show.
Right.
You know, it takes a team effort, you know, to pull those things off. Because like you said, everybody on the team, most of them have a different skill.
Yeah.
But you pull those skills together, now what do we got? We got a show. Yeah.
And then too, you know, like we said earlier, if you have this air about you, then, you know, those people probably won't work as hard as they would for you, you know? Yeah. So, yeah. All right, y'all. Look, we've been on a roll here. Kim got these cards over there, and she pulled them out and got them together. And I just been on a roll over here.
Yes.
Talking about this, you know, this confidence and arrogance and humility in business. So Kim, let's do something different. All right. I've been on a roll.
Okay.
All right.
So what we do?
Let's go to one of them decks to break it up. Kim. What you got?
Okay. I think I had that one. Sorry.
It's all good.
Reshuffle.
All good.
Okay. I think I asked, this is from a long time ago.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Let's revisit it. What is it, Kim?
If you had to teach a class on one thing, what would it be?
Okay. If I had to teach a class on one thing, what would it be?
Yes.
Hey, look, everybody who's watching right now, I want y'all to answer that as well, okay?
Yes.
Teaching a class. So I would say I would like to teach, I'm going to just say videography, right? It's just something I enjoy doing. And I think the way I would go about it is, listen, you know, I learned from YouTube and other places and whatnot. So these are the things that I learned, and I can show you what I know. Right. But if we come across something that that is not, you know, I'm not teaching properly, we can go to the YouTubes.
Yes.
Right.
YouTube.
And that was
University.
Look, that's just my way of saying, like, me teaching somebody something, I can only show you how I learn. I might not even be doing it the right way, but I would be more confident in trying to teach somebody videography.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
In a roundabout way, I answered your question.
Right.
All right.
I think if it were me, I find it such a huge issue, I would go back and reteach customer service 101.
Okay.
Because I go a lot of places and customer service is just terrible.
Right. Yeah.
And, you know, I was like, what happened when I was in school and I learned about customer service? You know what I'm saying? And I took up business administration. So they taught us so much in that field, but there were like things you kind of like live by.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because this is how you were taught. But I look at what I was taught in comparison to what I see now, and I would think the employers would want their employees to be offering the best service that they can, you know, offer. I don't care if there's a gazillion McDonald's in the world, everybody should be offering the same services.
Right.
That's just my opinion.
No, that's something that like I don't like when I go somewhere and you know, the customer service is not good. Yeah. And I always say to myself, like, when you came to the interview to get this job, you had a whole different personality.
Right.
Your first day.
I wonder some of those places did they because I'm not gonna lie, I've been to the drive-through and I've seen some weird things like, why do you have a bonnet on your head? Not the net that they make you put on. You got a whole big bonnet on your head.
That's
and
just
this
how
is a place of business.
But that's how things are going nowadays, and if it's allowed, then it's allowed.
Looking like you just rolled out the big bonnet.
Well.
Did you brush your teeth?
Stop. No, but that's if that's allowed, it's allowed. I mean, a lot of things
they got very laxed.
Yeah, it's getting
that way.
It's getting that way. So yeah, you would teach customer service and etiquette.
Yes.
There you go.
Day one. No bonnets.
Nope. Right. You have a sign up.
Right.
All right, y'all. All right, let's get into balancing humility and confidence, right? So balancing humility and confidence. Acknowledge mistakes.
Yes.
Okay? Admit when you're wrong and learn from it without diminishing your confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, yeah. And that's right. You got to be humble enough to admit when you're wrong, learn from it, but don't let it beat you down to where you lose confidence in who you are, right? So yeah, and I got a comment here. I love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to the comment. All right. So LaRonda said love, she would teach. We're talking, I think that's what it is. Okay. Because there are too many young people taking out other people by means of shootouts and attacking people. Right. There you go. I know that's right.
That's very true.
That's a big one.
That's a good one.
That's a big one.
And that we could use a lot more of that, because a lot of if you think about it, if you felt loved, would you feel the need to go out here and hurt others?
Yeah.
If you were getting that. And a lot of people, and it's sad to say, and I won't say a lot, but there are some people who never got that.
Right.
So whatever pain they're feeling, they want others to feel that same pain or that hurt. And it may not even be something that they know is not that bad. Yeah. Tomorrow's another day. We move on from that. You know what I'm saying? But some people don't know how to let that go, or let go whatever the issue may be, And that's on the same thing on the job. Your coworkers, if you're supposed to be able to get along with your coworkers, but maybe something happened and this person just got it out for you for whatever reason, and you don't know, but they might be feeling some type of way about themselves, as to why they are the way that way with you.
Yeah. You say hurt people.
Yes, right? Exactly. And it's very true.
Yeah. And I would say, on the other side, I've never heard of it, but what about, people who love, right? Love people, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like LaRonda said, she would love to teach that because she loves, and it is a thing that, that can, I guess, I would say be taught. And it's just because of somebody loving on you, can affect
it can
your
change
thinking, your attitude, and all that, right? So it is something that can be impressed upon a person, just like hate, just like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a teachable thing.
It definitely is.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah. All right, let's do it, y'all. So let's see here. So we were on balancing humility and confidence. All right. So here's this next one. Share credit, right? Give credit to your team and others for their contributions to shared successes.
Yes.
I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Don't think that it was like we was talking about earlier. Like it's just you. You the only one. You got us there.
Right.
That's it. You didn't have nobody else
to
help you.
Nope.
But that's not the case. It's not the case.
No.
It's never the case.
Never. But that's true though. I mean, if again, I think that does kind of fall back into, how a person, that their emotions, and that's another topic too, for another day. But talking about your emotions and how we display those emotions when we are talking to people, because you could just be having a bad day, but if you have a customer and they come in and they're trying to support your business by shopping with you, and you got to, you let how you're feeling affect how you interact with your customers.
Yeah. And that's the thing, you gotta separate. You gotta separate that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I hear stories about how some people who've had businesses for over 30, 40 years and never missed a beat. Didn't matter who upset them that day or who came in obnoxious customer. No, they never missed a beat.
That's it.
And they still keep a smile on their face.
Yeah.
So and that's how we gotta be.
That's that customer service training.
Yes.
By Kim,
101.
By Kim B.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Listen, we've been on a roll, and like I said, this was just something I wanted to talk about. It's okay to be humble,
It is.
but confident at the same time. But just that arrogance thing, man, is like, it's for the birds.
It made me think about too, if you've walked into a business or like, I don't know, somebody got a clothing store, but it's even when you walk in the door, and it's how they say, it's like their approach to you. It's not like, hey, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Sometimes they don't say nothing to you at all. I just keep looking, I guess.
Look, the sucking of the teeth thing got me. Though. That's all you get. That's it. No. All right. This is what we're gonna do, Kim, because the next part of this is customer service and perception.
Okay.
Right. So I'm gonna hit this last one, and we only got a few minutes left here. All right. Okay. And again, everybody who's watching, I thank y'all. Just something, what I mean? Just felt like I want to talk about this, and so we just pulled it up and we on a roll. We only hit one card today.
One, and I can't believe the time went by that fast.
I know, because we've been on a roll.
I was okay.
We've been on a roll. Do you want to do another card real quick before I go into the? Well, let's do this. No,
let's finish that.
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
So we can get that.
So listen actively. Okay, show genuine interest in others' ideas and feedback. Right. So yeah, humble enough to listen.
Yeah.
To feedback, right, and ideas. Again, if you're arrogant, you're not going to want to hear nothing from anybody else that could benefit you. And it's,
But like you said, somebody could be telling you something that's going to help take you to the next level. And you just shun them.
You say shun. Peasant. No. Yeah. This is honestly, this is probably like, this is a touchy thing that we're covering here, Kim.
It is. I like it though.
Why did you bring this up?
I like it.
No, I'm just nah.
No, but it's some real. It's real. And I don't know if there's enough people that are talking about it, but it is a real thing. And these are things that we experience on a daily basis. You could be at the store, you could be at work, you could be in your business, you could be at home. And there's things that you can teach your family at home. Like I'm always trying to figure out ways to kind of like, hey, try this or have a conversation. But it's a difference between telling somebody something or just having a conversation. What you think they're going to listen to?
Right.
The conversation.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Let's do it. All right. So look, we got a couple minutes left here, y'all, but I'm just going to touch on I'm going to roll through these. All right.
Okay.
Customer service and perception. All right. Respect and courtesy. Treat every customer with respect and courtesy, regardless of the situation. Right. We touched on that. Right. Yeah. Empathy. Okay. Understand and empathize with customers' needs and concerns, right? And then LaRonda got a comment here. It helps people to be on their P's and Q's.
Yep.
That's
exactly.
Right. That's right. All right. And then transparency. Be transparent in your dealings fostering trust and loyalty.
Yes.
All right.
Agreed.
Yeah. So, being humble, not arrogant, is, allows you to share. Right. You're arrogant, you probably gatekeeping,
Right.
stuff yourself.
I
Anyway.
wouldn't tell nobody nothing.
Right. It's all me. All right. Responsiveness. Address issues promptly and effectively, showing that you value your customers' time and satisfaction.
Absolutely.
All right. So that was the customer service part, right? I'm just thinking about that, right? You can get to a point where you just, arrogant, cocky, and you like,
Yeah.
you don't got time to, you just collecting money from your customers or whatever,
Right.
and you don't feel nothing, no empathy
None.
when there's an issue, right?
Exactly.
You want to
Yeah.
address that in, in a good way,
Agreed.
right?
Yep.
Okay. All right, y'all. So look, our time is up, man.
Man, that went quick.
That went quick. And again, y'all, it's reminders. It's for me. It's for you.
Yes.
Like, this is good for all of us to touch on and talk about, right? And I would even say, with this conversation, y'all, look, if there was anything that was said that y'all don't agree with, let us know.
Yeah.
It's
let us
okay.
know.
This is good. It's conversation. We're here to learn as well. We not just barking at y'all, like, you know what I mean?
Learn, inspire,
Right.
educate.
Motivate, educate, inspire.
Motivate and educate.
Don't throw me off.
I missed that.
It's all right. That's it. All right. So that is the show, and I'm gonna do this little puzzle here on TikTok so they know I'm a human and we still live. Yeah, that's something that they do. So I had to address that. It's
Right.
okay. That's what they want to do. It's all good. But yeah, y'all, we greatly appreciate everybody who joined.
Yeah.
Big shout out, you know what I mean? And LaRonda, we appreciate you. You said it was good.
We sure do. Thank you.
We appreciate you for sure. So, Kim, you got anything else you want to say to the people?
Not today.
Not today. All right. Oh, Zuki joined.
Oh.
She gonna catch the replay. Okay, catch the replay, Zuki. And then let us know what you think about.
Yes. Let us know.
Hey, look, what we had said. You know what I mean? And maybe we'll touch on it next episode.
Yes.
All right. Okay. And speaking of next episode, we go live every Tuesday from 8 to 9 p.m. EST, live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, and TikTok. Can't forget about the TikToks.
Nope.
Know what I mean?
Absolutely.
All right. And with that being said, I'm going to leave y'all with this. Do what you got to do to make it happen. Don't give up. Quit for what? Until next time. Peace.